सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मामृतं गमय
असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मामृतं गमय
असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मामृतं गमय
असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्यो सहनावतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः ॐ असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मामृतं गमय ॐ शान्ति शान्तिः Good evening. So I think 5 classes more you are done with the session. ఇంకా 5 క్లాసులు మాత్రమే మిగిలి ఉన్నాయి ఈ సెషన్ పూర్తి కావడానికి. సో బాగా నేర్చుకున్నారని అనుకుంటాను ఇంగ్లీష్. ఆర్ యూ హ్యాపీ? Leo Tolstoy read the complete works of Swami Vivekananda and he made a remark about Vivekananda's English, not about his philosophy, not about his thoughts. You know Leo Tolstoy? Russian novelist, Leo Tolstoy. He said what English Vivekananda had, right? He appreciated Swami Vivekananda's language, English. Though he studied Anglo-Saxon at that point of time, but Swamiji mostly used, I think, American English. American English was not that popular at that point of time. But it's all, after all, he was Saraswati Putra. More than Indians, it's Americans who recognize that actually. Some other thing, not just human. Some superhuman actually working through him. Because it's Saraswati, Mother Saraswati who spoke through him. So once you get the grace of Mother Saraswati, language is a small thing, right? So, though what he spoke actually was philosophy, very abstract and very complex and not so easy for ordinary people to understand, but he never had any kind of problem with language as such. Swamiji would use appropriate word, but at the same time he was not verbose, not that he wanted to show off his word power. There are some people who are continuously, they explore the dictionary and pick up new words on every daily basis and keep using them, which most of the people they don't know. So English actually is very rich in vocabulary, but Swamiji was not like that. He never used a single word which is really difficult to for people to understand. But it's an exact word. So if you really want to learn English also, I suggest you all to read complete works of Swami Vivekananda. Why I am asking you to read those complete works? Because that knowledge actually welled forth from him in spite of himself, in the sense that it was a divine who poured out the ultimate ideas and ultimate wisdom through that person whom we call Vivekananda. ఆ వివేకానంద రూపంలో ఉన్న ఆ వ్యక్తి ద్వారా భగవంతుడు మాట్లాడాడు. ఇట్స్ గాడ్ హూ స్పోక్ త్రూ దట్ ఫామ్. దట్స్ వై ఇట్ హ్యాస్ సచ్ శాంక్టిటీ. దోస్ వర్డ్స్ హ్యావ్ సచ్ పవర్. సో టుడే యాక్చువల్లీ ద కంప్లీట్ వర్క్స్ ఆఫ్ వివేకానంద, mine of knowledge. I said, say ocean of knowledge. You keep digging that mine and you will get more and more pearls of wisdom. Pearls, మీకు ముత్యాలు దొరుకుతాయి. ఆ 9 వాల్యూమ్స్ అనేటువంటి స్వామి వివేకానంద సాహిత్య సర్వస్వం ఉందే, లోపలికి వెతుకుతూ ఉండండి మీరు. దట్స్ అ మైన్. యూ హ్యావ్ టు డిగ్ ఇట్. ద మోర్ యూ డిగ్, ద మోర్ యూ గెట్. వాట్ యూ విల్ గెట్? పర్ల్స్ విల్ గెట్, డైమండ్స్ విల్ గెట్, gold you will get. So much is there. And of course language will come. For building your personality, for building your character, for inspiration, for language, for motivation, there is no other literature which actually is better than Vivekananda's literature. If you get introduced to his teachings at this age, there is no blessing which actually is better than that and which transcends that. It's a tremendous empowerment for the youth of the nation. I think for this reason only Government of India declared Swamiji's birthday as the National Youth Day way back in 1985. Since then we have been celebrating his birthday as the National Youth Day, but sadly nothing of his teachings found its way into the curriculum, either school curriculum or college curriculum. The very sad part of it. మన వాళ్ళు ఆయన జన్మదినాన్ని జాతీయ యువజన దినోత్సవంగా ప్రకటించినప్పటికీ కూడా ఆయన బోధలు భారతీయ యువతకి అందించాలి అన్నటువంటి ప్రయత్నం మాత్రం జరగలేదు విద్య ద్వారా. Somehow again the apprehension is that this is a secular country. Vivekananda, he was a Hindu monk. That's the problem. See, knowledge is knowledge, whichever way it comes from, you take it. Because knowledge is empowerment, sadhikarata. జ్ఞానం అనేటువంటిది మనిషికి శక్తిని ఇస్తుంది. Say, knowledge is power, said Francis Bacon, I think. So to empower yourself, intellectually, spiritually, language-wise, okay, knowledge is wealth, in fact. Knowledge is not just power, knowledge is wealth. And they say that 21st century is the knowledge century. Now today, I think I already told you, if you have no idea, there are people to support you, there are people to fund you, there are people to provide you the capital. So never before we had this kind of opportunity. Because you have to mobilize capital on your own. That's why it would be difficult, even if you have higher ideas actually, to put them and to translate them into wealth. But today there is no such problem. There are actually funding agencies. They're ready to fund. Do we have a plan? Do we have a proposal? Do we have an idea? Right? That's the question. So for the first time in human history, if you have knowledge, you can translate it into wealth. You can translate it into money. When you have such a huge opportunity, you need to empower yourself with the right kind of ideas and knowledge. And I think no other literature will help you to empower yourself than Swami Vivekananda's ideas. But in the beginning, you may find it little difficult. English, of course, absolutely easy and simple. Swamiji's quotes, you just see, strength is life, weakness is death, all power is within you, you can do anything and everything. Simplest words he used, never used complicated words, though he had so much of knowledge and for terms of language also. But idea is more important, that you don't complicate it, make it as simple as possible. That was Vivekananda's idea. And by reading him regularly a little of his, from that complete works or from his life, from any of his books, particularly I suggest you all to read his letters. written so many letters, so wonderful. I mean, the way he opens the letter and the way he closes the letter. No two letters actually opens with the same way, you know. He addresses differently. Such an effortless flow. After all, it was Saraswati's grace. Mother Saraswati's grace had come upon him. That's why he became so popular, and he became, of course, the literature is live today. And millions are reading, and in future also millions will read. And seeing the suffering in the world, Swamiji, he was going to the Himalayas. In Varanasi, he made a remark. He said, the society will follow me like a dog. The world will follow me like a dog. You could see that people are going more and more into Maya, and so I will help them to come out of the Maya. And so he could clearly see that, you know, whatever actually he is going to say, that people will read, they will relish, and they will treasure those ideas to empower themselves. And that's happening today. This is the one prophet who is read so widely across the globe today. And I think in the days to come, he'll be read more. Thank you this much for today. Have a nice evening.